guys, welcome back to TaysGreenLife. I'm with Vilified for another interview on season two. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
What's
Hey,
up?
so who is a Vilified?
Uh, I guess that's a subjective question, but literally it is me and John, and then there's also Kyle and Elijah, and there's also Brandon, but he's not here in Virginia with us anymore because he had to move. And then there's also Michael who is in Florida. But yeah, that's what Vilified is.
And what is the name to you?
The name? I got asked this the other day, and I don't really have a good answer other than I was in high school and thought it sounded cool. So yeah.
Yeah,
Cool,
sounds
cool.
cool.
And what kind of music does a Vilified create and make and play?
Jazz folk music.
Okay, cool.
No.
No. We play metal, all kinds. We play like people call it metalcore, some people call it deathcore. But yeah, that kind of music.
Cool. Do you have any plans for anything? Well, I mean, you said folk music. Is that plans too? I know it's a joke, but I'm bringing it back.
hmm
Do you got any
No.
ideas for any other sound experiment things you guys are trying out?
No, we've been talking about, for new music, everybody, like most bands when they start out, they're typically like heavy and then they go more of the pop rock route. But we always thought it would be funny to go like the opposite way and go like way more heavier as we progress
hmm
in age. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you hear anything new from us this year, it's probably going to be heavier, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Um, so you said you have new music on the way.
Uh, 1 second. I'm trying to find the list of questions. I can't find it. So I can.
It's so awkward too. I'm like,
I know
I don't
that's
know
what
what I'm
I've been
doing here.
trying to do this whole time. Hold on. 1 second.
Hell yeah. John the
Yeah.
prepared man.
No, literally, I just
I have it
stop
on a
it.
I have it on a screen here too. So yeah. I got the
Okay.
questions.
Give me
But
just 1 second. This shows how dysfunctional we can be. Um,
I love it. It's rawness. We love it.
yeah, yeah.
And his
John,
little face.
aw, he turned
You're
his
just gonna
camera
have
off.
to. No, I didn't mean to. I'm trying to email them to myself so I can see them on the computer because the iMessage thing on my MacBook wouldn't update. That was gonna be my plan,
Aw.
but yeah. So to anybody that is listening or watching this, please bear with me. Um,
We're really
I'm
professional here.
so I am so very sorry.
I was a little awkward. I was like,
Hey,
I don't know.
no, this
I'm
shows
tired.
this shows the reality of it, you know? You know? All right. We should be back.
Look at
Just
Okay.
give
me.
me
He's running
just a
my own
second.
podcast.
No, I really did not mean this. I am very sorry. I apologize. Okay.
No, dude, I
We're
love it.
good.
I love
All right, we're good.
it.
We're good now. I got him. Resume. So where were we? What kind of music did we
Today, yeah. Well, no, we are actually on new music that is coming out soon.
new music? All right,
Yes.
Scott.
No, we don't have any immediate plans to drop any music, but we're working. We always got stuff in the chamber, so we'll have to see how it plays out, but hopefully we'll get some new stuff out this year.
It is a month. What is it today? Because I don't know if this episode comes out like anytime soon. But today is
Mm-hmm.
February 27th. It's the 1 month of Dreaming We're Sleeping. You also had a
Yeah.
music video, and you had an appearance, and you had someone big like produce it and record it. Let's all go into details about that.
Yeah. So honestly, this is one that we've been very, very excited about for a while.
Mhm.
This one has been like pretty much finalized for a long period of time, probably like a year now. We got Brian on the song probably a little over a year before we dropped it. I just remember when we got his feature back, it was like we were all just super duper excited to drop it. And this was like, for a lot of us, I think this one is up there in terms of like favorite songs that we've ever dropped together. And yeah,
I
we did
loved
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great song. It's honestly probably in my top three. Probably top two. Second to Insanity in my opinion. At least like to play live and stuff too. But yeah, we filmed a music video for it at a show that we played with Miss May I and Currents, which is Brian Will's band.
I was
So
there.
yeah, I remember you were there. Yeah.
I
So
didn't
you
know
got
it
to
was being
see
recorded. Yeah.
you got to see the magic happen. Yeah, we had
Yeah, I was like,
Travis.
oh God.
Yeah, it was super sick. We had Travis Ilapit's film crew there, and we talked to Brian right before the show, and we're like, hey, remember us kind of deal. And then so we decided to shoot the video. He came out on stage. It was super duper cool. Loved it to death. Excuse my cat right now. He's playing with something. But yeah, it was a great time. Travis he and his crew sound or they film amazingly. So we're very, very thankful for being able to work with them and work with Brian on this song. Music video turned out great, song turned out great, performances have been turning out great. Yeah,
and then
that's
Jeremy, I guess Jeremy did some work on it as well. And Jeremy is actually currently was it going on tour with I Set to Kill?
yes.
So
In Europe.
in UK,
That's
yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so
I'm really, really happy for Jeremy in that sense. Shout out Jeremy Anderson. Shout out Revenant. Shout out I Set to Kill. Yeah.
So yeah, Brian is from Currents, if nobody knows. Currents is a big band too. I love them so much. Like
Same
I can't
here.
wait to see them again. Yeah. That was actually the first time I saw them at that event. I tend to like to not look up the band first. And then just go and then just be blown away and be like, oh
well,
my
there
God,
you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that was my
event
first time
pretty
seeing
cool.
him too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
they
really
were cool,
sick.
and what was it? Landmarks. They are good too. I actually, I talked to, I forgot what his name was. My bad. But I was talking about my podcast, and he was like, "Who are you?" And he like picked up his phone and literally showed me he followed me, and I was like,
Whoa.
like,
was it what's his name? Flo, I think his
I
name
think the
was
guy
the
with
singer.
the pink hair. No, the one with the pink
Oh
hair. He was on
no.
the
No, that was
guitar.
the drummer, I believe.
The
I forgot his
drummer, I
name.
don't know who it was, but I was like, yo, and they're that band from France too.
France, yeah.
So I was like, cool. It was cool meeting them.
That's sick.
Is there any bands like you want to open for or meet while you guys are doing your thing?
Open for? Yeah, I can take this one because Currents actually just announced some shows with Killswitch Engage, and they're not too far away. So you want to hit up your boys, like we're down to open. Like we'll play like 5 minutes and just like be there. We'll throw pizza to the crowd for you guys, like whatever you need.
Hell yeah. As for me,
yeah,
a band that I really, really want to play with that I would say is like, on the come up. First one that comes to mind, honestly, is let's see, what was their name again? Shit, they just dropped this one song. Anyways, pass that on. I'm so sorry.
That one band, right,
I forgot.
John?
Yeah.
With that one guy.
I'm forgetting
they
their
that one
name.
song?
Yes, that one. I had nothing come to mind, honestly, for that one.
All right,
so I
let's
apologize.
go to the next one. I actually kind of skipped over a couple one and just brought this one in. So you guys have multiple members that also play in other bands. How is that experience? Like, how do you guys manage this band and other bands and their personal lives and all that?
Yeah, so literally I think every one of us is in multiple bands right now. I think honestly it works pretty well. Sometimes it's hard to like align schedules and stuff like that. As you could probably tell. It's super duper like because everybody's super busy with like work, and then of course Kyle's in like 5 bands, Scott's in like 2 or 3 bands, Elijah's in like 3 bands, I'm in 2 or 3 myself. So sometimes it's hard to meet up, but we make it work. We've been doing a lot of like remote writing and remote conversations about things recently. Haven't had much chance to practice, but yeah, that's coming soon too.
Can't wait.
But yeah, it works. It works.
And you guys also play. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say lots of caffeine. That's really how it's
Lots
done.
of caffeine. Yes. Trust me on that because I have to like schedule work. I had to schedule interviews. I have to schedule time to do questions. I have to schedule shows. And people are like, come to my show, come to the show, come to the show. And I'm like, I don't know
Literally.
yet.
I don't know what's going on that week.
I'm like, my work doesn't even do like two weeks in advance. So I have to like know things out months and like put it on the calendar just in case. And then I have to like put it in a website and to make sure I get it off. But like people wait until the last moment all the time. And I'm like, I can't go. And they're like, well, we like, and I'm like, are you going to pay me to go? Like, can you pay me to shift? I have to leave.
Literally.
Because, you know, work is, it sucks trying to do like two things at once, like trying to run a business and then also having a full-time job because you have to use two people. And then you guys are also in multiple bands. Like, I can only imagine how like tough that is and mentally draining.
Just lots of caffeine. That's the secret.
Yeah, just lots of caffeine. Yeah.
By the third energy drink, it's just it's all good.
So you guys also play multiple instruments. Scott, you do vocals for Vilified, but you also do drums for Varia. Yeah, I hope that's how I pronounce
it. you pronounce it right. We got Varia. I don't even know where that's
Varials.
From, but yeah, Varials.
Shout out Varials.
But
which is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. We're all gonna be there. Shout out Varials.
Shout out. Look at our podcast. It's top.
Shout out Craig Owens.
Oh man, dude. I'm excited for that. But like with the multiple instruments, how is that? Like how's that experience?
I don't really know how to describe it. It's just kind of like riding a bike. Really, it's just for me, like, you know, I started by learning how to play drums. So it's just something that never really went away from me. And luckily enough, I have the opportunity to play with those guys and, you know, have a lot of fun doing it. We played a show last night and that was fun. And then obviously I learned how to do vocals. But yeah, and then like John, you know, you play 8 instruments.
Yeah. I do. I play. I probably shouldn't list them off, but yeah, it's like I started playing guitar. Then that led me when I got to high school, I picked up drums and bass. And that sort of led into vocals because I was like experimenting with that a little bit. That led to a little bit of keys, other forms of percussion. Yeah, so it's just all there. If I have to pick one that I could learn that I haven't yet, I would want to learn the violin. That's definitely at the top of my list for ones I want to learn. But it's super duper convenient actually having everybody that is able to play multiple instruments because I feel like everybody can sort of contribute in like a writing situation.
Yes.
We can all contribute in all different areas and all different instruments that go into the song. And we can all sort of throw in ideas and it's super duper easy that we all know what we're talking about. Like if somebody says, I want like 64th notes on the drums right here, everybody knows what's going on. You know what I mean?
That is so convenient. Yeah. I was actually about to like bring that up. I'm like, oh, that's probably because like you guys get to put all types of input in there. You just took it right out of my head. Like,
yeah,
and I think
super sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And like doing that, you're also like multiple bands in the local scene too. So like you're all constantly moving through the scene. Everybody knows you. Like there's like how does that feel? Like having like, you know, you're just going to a local show and someone just comes up to you and go, I know you.
Oh my gosh, I have a funny story about that. So I was filling in for my girlfriend's band late last month at one of their shows. I was picking up a guitar slot there because there was something that happened. Their guitar player couldn't make it. So I went ahead, learned the songs real quick. And I get there and this is so funny. Shout out Revenant once again. Some guy comes up to me and he's like, are you in Revenant? And I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, I saw you guys. You played at Canal Club a long time ago. And I was like, oh, yes, my band did play with Revenant. No, we're Vilified. I'm Vilified. And he's like, oh, I know you. So, and it's funny because it was like a completely different like genre, a completely different scene basically. And then someone there was like, yo, you're in Revenant, which I'm not. But I just thought that was really funny.
That's cool. I was like at the Canal Club and I was smoking outside and these guys were handing out like pamphlets or band stickers or whatever. And I took it and I was
Yeah.
like, I actually messaged you guys for an interview. And he looked at me and was
Wow.
like, oh yeah, you did. And I was like, yeah, I did. Thank you for your sticker though.
Oh my gosh. That's the funniest
I
thing.
was he just like looked at me and then he started asking me about it and then he was like, yeah, I'm totally down for it. I'm not saying the band's name, but they got a little record and like
Oh, okay.
I was like, what a
They'll
dick,
know.
dude.
They'll know.
And it was like I just remember that and I was just like, that's funny. Dude didn't even pay attention to who he was talking to.
That's hysterical. I love that.
Yeah, I think it's cool you guys, you're like I said, you're moving around and you're also working with other artists, especially like Jeremy, like you just talked about with his band.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go into Dylan Edwards also. You also worked with him. Yes.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. I think I'm not sure what show it was, but he did stand in for a little bit, I guess. How is that?
Shows.
Dylan's getting pretty big in the scene too. He does multiple bands, does multiple instruments, all types of things.
Yeah, Dylan. I met Dylan through my band Varia. He was doing another fill-in gig, and we had that situation where Brandon had to move away, and our guitar parts in our songs, at least some of them, anyways, requires some more intricate skill that Dylan, was able to pick up and fill. And luckily, he has liked working with us and has filled in for pretty much every show we've played since Brandon's moved away. So we're very thankful for him because honestly, without him, like we wouldn't be able to play like guitar solos and stuff like that, like we do currently.
Yes.
And yeah, he's just an all around great dude. We're really happy that we got the chance to meet with him and play with him, and he's just awesome. So
mm-hmm.
I just love our little scene. I love how like we're all willing to like work together, come together. Is there anything you think the scene really, needs that could be better in your opinion?
Yeah, just more of that, honestly. Like I think more like people need to identify like, hey, I need a drummer. Hey, this person plays drums. You can reach out to them and then, just working together. I think that's what the scene needs to get better.
Yeah, communication and like reaching out, networking. I love how like we're all like we all know each other and we all reach out to each other, but there does need to be more of that. Like even more, like even outside of the community too. Like and also not just like band people, like there's people that can make merch, there's people that can create stickers and stuff like that. So it's not just like the band scene, it's also like the small business and all of it. All of it's combined in some way, and that's important to like meet with people like me and like talk to other people like the guy that did the music video, Travis, and then Jeremy, of course. And like that's something cool too. You guys know multiple instruments, but then you also know multiple people to help, and people help you, and that's great.
Yeah,
it's
100%. All good. Everybody helps each other out pretty consistently. And it's sort of like I was doing the same thing here with my girlfriend's band, and now I'm actually playing drums with them because the drummer had to drop, and now so I'm whacking on skins for that band. So I'm here to help everybody out. I'm here to just. Plus, I just love playing music. Like I'll play anything, play with any band. Like as long as I'm up there, I'm happy, I'm good. But it's good that everybody like really helps each other out and stuff. I think that's important.
It is important. Let's go into some history. When did we start? When did Vilified start? You said you came up with the name in high school, right?
Yeah, not to age myself, but it's going on like 10 years now. So
was all the members that are now were they original or how did that come up? Is it all like
trying to recite the history of how we got from where we started to where we are might be a podcast in and of itself. So the short and sweet of it, we'll say is, you start out with a group of friends that you met in high school, and then life happens. And then as things happen, you meet new people to kind of take over those roles. And then that's just how bands grow and evolve. And now we are where we are today. And we have John and we have Elijah and we have Kyle. And like, even Kyle is like a new addition to the band. He only joined last year, right, John?
Yeah, just about. I would say around this time last year. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think, yeah, because we were trying to figure out, how we wanted to go about announcing that, especially with him and his busy schedule. So, but yeah, I
hmm
mean I think that's one of the great things about being in a band and being just involved in music is you meet new people along the way and
yeah.
you
Yes.
grow and evolve
Yeah.
and yeah.
hmm
That's cool. That's cool. Oh, we did
Yeah,
we talk about Maryland? Did we talk about the Maryland show, which was Within Destruction, Victims Fox Lake,
yeah.
and what was the
Carcosa,
last one? Carcosa.
Carcosa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how was that
Shout out Andrew
experience?
Baina.
Yeah, shout out Andrew Baina, shout out Carcosa, shout out Victims, Meredith and John. You're the homies.
Dude,
So,
yeah.
I have to
but
look
yeah,
at
no,
it.
that
It's cool, yeah.
yeah, that show was
Yeah,
awesome.
it was awesome. It was an awesome show.
Awesome show, great turnout. It was packed out. It's probably one of the
Didn't
best
it?
Maryland shows we've ever played.
I think it sold out.
Uh,
Am I wrong, or it was real close? I think I remember someone saying.
it was real close.
Yeah, like it was literally like we played a little like it was like a little day festival at Cafe 611 the month before this one last January, and it was like it was probably like less than half cap with that one. Like it was still a great show. But like we get there and like I don't know, I went off like outside for a second, I come back in, the place was like packed. And I was like, shit, we go on in 5 minutes. Everybody's in here. The whole crowd was packed. And like, we started our set, and all of a sudden, I see a dude do a cartwheel through the pit. And I was like, oh shit, let's go. This is how it's going to be. It was awesome. And he was
Shout out
thrown
that
down
guy.
the whole night. Yeah. It was a really good show. I had a great time meeting a bunch of bands, especially like Tarcosa. As you may know, Andrew is a huge YouTuber and TikToker and whatever in like the guitar gear community too. So it was really, really cool to meet him. They're from Canada too, so it was out of country for them. And then Within Destruction, of course, been listening to them for a really long time. They're from Slovenia. So it was really, really
Yeah.
cool to play with some bands that are from like outside the country too. And then Victims, of course, fucks all the time, and they're from
Every time.
Illinois. Yeah, great guys. Super great vibes in their crew. But yeah, the whole package is great. That tour looked like it did really, really well on its other dates. And then yeah, I can't forget Fox Lake. We love some good old beatdown type shit, you know. Yeah, they
So
were really sick too.
what's some of the plans for the next year? Anything? I know you guys got no music coming out, but is there any shows that you would like to?
Well,
I got this, John. Yeah, no,
all right.
we're working always. We don't have anything announced yet, but I think right now we're just kind of in one of those planning phases, kind of like you have your like we mentioned, this is today we're filming this on the 1 month anniversary of Dreaming We're Sleeping. So like I feel like a lot of our energy and time has gone into putting that out and making it the best release that we can. And now we're just kind of back to, what's next and how are we gonna, make everything as good as Dreaming We're Sleeping or even better. And I think right now we're, almost to the point where we can start, planning, hey, this is when we're gonna drop stuff. But might be another month or two before we have like those solidified dates and things like that. But yeah, I mean, we'll have some stuff coming out hopefully before the end of the year. Can't say anything about like any shows yet, but there's some stuff probably in the fall that we're gonna do. So yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be exciting.
Excited. You guys be on the lookout for Vilified. Vilified,
Yeah,
put in your plugs. Where are we following you guys? Where can we listen to your
You're
music?
following us
everywhere.
at Vilified. The easiest one to do is our link tree, which is linktr.ee/vilified music. That's got the link to our Spotify, our Apple Music, all our socials. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you guys want to go over before we get out of here? Anything you want anybody to know about you guys?
Just be on the lookout because we are cooking. We are in the kitchen, and damn right we are cooking. So just be ready. Just ready. That's all I can say.
Excited. A pleasure with you guys being here. This has been TaysGreenLife. We're part 2, Vilified again.
Part 2.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys came on my podcast. I hope to see, can't wait to see what else is out there and see, of course, I'm going to share this everywhere. Everybody, please watch, subscribe, like, whatever. I don't care.
Please.
Just like us all, like all of us get following and shares. Yes. Because that's important.
One
that makes
follow
us...
counts.
Yes, even if it's just a like. Like you don't even have to watch the full episode. Just give me a like.
Just click on it. Click on it. That's a stream right there.
So yeah, pleasure having you guys. And
yeah, thank you, Taylor. You guys. It's always a pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah.